This happened in 2022, a few weeks after my friend Judy finalized her divorce. It was a Saturday night, and she wanted to go out. Not just dinner or something quiet, she wanted a proper night out. She had just gotten the house in the settlement, plus alimony, and I think she felt like she finally had her life back. We went to a bar in Milwaukee. Nothing fancy, just loud music, crowded floor, sticky tables, the kind of place where people don't really pay attention to anything outside their group. Judy was already tipsy when we got there, and it didn't take long before she was fully drunk. I hadn't seen her like that in a long time. The last time she acted like that was when she got promoted years ago. She kept laughing at small things, hugging random people, just letting loose. I stayed closer to the bar most of the time. I don't drink much, so I was just watching her, making sure she was okay. That's when I noticed this guy. He was standing near the DJ booth, not dancing, just kind of watching. Tall, good-looking, dressed well. I remember he had on an Amiri top, which stood out because most people there were dressed casual. He wasn't doing anything obvious, but he kept looking at Judy. Not in a normal way. It felt like he was studying her. At first, I thought maybe he just liked her. It's a bar, that happens. I didn't think too much of it. Judy was dancing with some random guy for a bit. Then I saw the guy from the DJ area walk over and sort of blend into the crowd near her. He didn't just approach her directly, he kind of matched her movement, like slowly getting into her space without making it obvious. After a minute, they were dancing together. Something about it felt off, but I couldn't really explain why. It wasn't anything clear, just a feeling. I brushed it off because, again, it's a bar, people meet like that all the time. But then I noticed Judy leaning in, saying something to him. I couldn't hear anything over the music, but her face looked different, not playful anymore. A few seconds later, he grabbed her wrist and lifted her arm like he was trying to spin her or something. She pulled her arm away quickly. That's when I stepped in. I went over and asked if everything was okay. Judy didn't even answer the question properly. She just said, "I want to go. I'm not comfortable. Let's go." She sounded serious, not drunk serious, but actually serious. I asked what happened, and she just shook her head and said, "I'll tell you later. Please, can we just leave?" So we left. We stepped outside, and it was already late. The street wasn't completely empty, but it was way quieter than inside. Judy was still drunk, kinda leaning on me as we walked. We booked an Uber, and it said it would take a while. At first, we were just gonna wait outside the bar, but Judy didn't want to stay there. She kept glancing back at the entrance, like she was expecting someone to come out. There was a gas station about a 10-minute walk away, and I suggested we wait there instead. I wasn't fully comfortable leaving the area, but she really wanted to go. Looking back, that was a bad call. By the time we got to the gas station, it was closed, lights off, doors locked. The whole place was dark. We sat on the curb near the building. There was no one else around, no cars, no foot traffic, just us. We kept checking the Uber app. The driver kept saying he was close. 10 minutes turned into 20, then 30. At some point, I saw headlights coming down the road. I thought it was our ride, so I stood up a little. As the car got closer, I realized there were 2 people inside. When it slowed down in front of us, I recognized the driver. It was the guy from the bar. He rolled the window down and looked right at us, like this was completely normal. He asked if we needed a ride. I said, "No, we're good. Our Uber's almost here." He just stared at me for a second, then shrugged like it didn't matter, and drove off. I remember reaching into my bag right after that and holding my pepper spray. I didn't say anything to Judy about it. About 10 minutes later, while we were still waiting, I heard footsteps. Before I could even turn properly, two figures ran toward us. One of them grabbed Judy by the hair and pulled her down hard. She didn't even have time to react. I screamed, and the second guy came straight at me. He grabbed my throat and pushed me back. I couldn't breathe. I tried to pull his hands off, but I was already losing strength. I could see Judy on the ground. The other guy was kicking her. She wasn't moving much. I remember thinking, this is actually happening, and there's nothing I can do. My vision started going blurry. I could feel tears coming down, and I couldn't get any air in. Then suddenly, there was a loud sound, like a gunshot. The pressure on my throat released immediately. Both of them ran off without saying anything, just disappeared into the dark. I dropped to the ground, coughing and trying to breathe. Our Uber driver had finally arrived. He got out of the car holding something. I think it was a gun, but I didn't really process it fully at the time. He helped me up, then went straight to Judy. She was unconscious. We got her into the back seat, and he drove us to the nearest hospital. Judy barely made it. She had internal injuries, a concussion, a lot of bruising. She was in the hospital for a while. We reported everything to the police. I told them about the guy at the bar, how he followed us, how he came back. They looked into it, but there wasn't enough to charge him. No clear footage, no direct proof it was him. Just my word and what I thought I saw. Judy recovered, but she's different now. She doesn't go out late anymore. If she drinks, it's at home, usually with family. We never really talked in detail about what he said to her in the bar. Every time I bring it up, she just says, "It was nothing," and changes the subject. Honestly, I still think about how he found us at that gas station. It wasn't on the way from the bar. You'd have to actually look for us. And the way he looked at her that night, it didn't feel random. It felt planned.